coming up in today's Battle Report.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we have a special guest. We have Marley on today.
Hello.
Who is also a YouTuber as well as us, and you do Lost Crusade.
I do, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we will have a link down below for Marley's channel, because you do all the base tutorials on how to play the game.
Yeah, so I do all of the tutorials for game guides for Warhammer 40k Lost Crusade, which is a new game out on iOS and Android.
Awesome. So Marley's brought his Tyranids. So we've finally got Tyranids back on the channel. It's been a while, and I've brought my Iron Warriors just to be a little bit nice because they're a bit of a fluffier list. So we'll be back in a second with the game and the armies. So we'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so here is my 1,000 points of Iron Warriors. So I am running a Battalion Detachment. So leading up with my Warlord is just a standard Chaos Lord. He is WYSIWYG with the Thunder Hammer and the Plasma Pistol. He's also running the Demon Smith and Fleshmetal Exoskeleton as his relic, which gives him the 2-up save. So it does make him quite dangerous when he's running around. Second HQ choice, I am running a Chaos Sorcerer, and he is running with Diabolic Strength, Force Sword, and Warptime, just to try and get a few units up the board a bit quicker. Into my troops, I have 2 Chaos Marine units. One is WYSIWYG with the Chainsword. The other one isn't, because he doesn't have the points for the Power Fist. So he doesn't have one, he just has a standard Chainsword, because that is free. And then I have 10 just the Brutal Assault Weapon and Pistol Chaos Cultists, just to flesh out the 3rd unit, and they're pretty cheap to run, to be honest. Then into my elites, I am running Dredo Dreadnought with the twin autocannons and the twin heavy bolters and the missiles on top, so he is completely WYSIWYG. My second elite choice is the Hellbrute. So he is WYSIWYG as well, so he is running the Fist and the Melter, which does make him quite dangerous if he does get too close. Hopefully he will actually do something this time, unlike last time. And then into my heavy support, I'm running 1 Mauler Fiend with the Lasher Tendrils, so he will just be running around causing absolute havoc. And then I have a good old Helldrake, which is just more of a pain for anyone that has ever faced one of these, because they are just everywhere. So that is my 1,000 points, and we'll be back with the Tyranids in a minute.
Hey guys, so this is my 1,000 points of Tyranids with Hive Fleet Umbara. So leading off with my battalion, I have the Swarmlord. He has taken Adaptive Physiology instead of his Warlord trait to give the Trigon over here a murderous size. That way we can make him a little bit more scary when he pops up and hopefully eats some Iron Warriors. So on the Psychic Powers front, we've taken Catalyst and Onslaught. So hopefully we can use that to try and get some of our Gribblies in combat a little bit sooner. Then we've gone with a Flying Hive Tyrant with monstrous Scything Talons. So we haven't taken Adrenal Glands or Toxin Sacs just for points reasons, but he has got Psychic Scream and the Kraken Power Synaptic Lure. So that should help him get in as well. Then we've got 4 units of troops. We've got 2 units of Hormagaunts in units of 20. And then we've got 2 units of 10 Devourer Termagants. So hopefully we can get some DACA going and clear out some units with those. And then lastly, we have our lovely Trigon. Like I said, hopefully he's going to pop out the ground and murder some Iron Warriors. But we'll see how that goes.
So today's mission is an Eternal War mission, which is Crossfire from the 2021 book. And the secondaries that have been taken today, so the Tyranids are using Outflank, Stranglehold, Raise the Banners High, and then the Iron Warriors have taken Outflank, Engage on all fronts, and Assassination. Okay, so we have finished deployment, The Iron Warriors themselves, a little bit aggressive, a little bit cagey, in case I don't get first turn. If I do get first turn, then I can spread out pretty quick and get a bit of a advantage on the board. The Tyranids have got just like full ham, really. You've just deployed everywhere because there is so many of them. Which is fair enough. I'm guessing 2 hours for a Tyranid, you need to get out the block pretty quick. Cool, so we're just going to roll off to see who goes first. And so I roll a fat 5 against a 1. Do I want to go first?
You've got to go first.
Yeah, I'm going to take first turn. So we'll be back in a second after the Iron Warriors movement phase. Alright, so that's the end of the Iron Warriors movement phase. So I've spread out a little bit. I've kept my Sorcerer pretty close to my Mauler Fiend, because I'm going to go into a Psychic phase and might try and do Warptime and get him to run up a bit more. Put the Angry Chicken at the front, so he's in range with his Flamer, because it's an 18-inch Flamer, so I can hit pretty much anything right there with no problem at all. Advanced these Chaos Marines just so they were on the point, and also in that quarter, so I'm getting engage. And the other guys have just all moved up, just so they're in a bit more range, because I do kind of want them to come to me as well as running away. So we're going to go into my Psychic phase. I am going to try and do Warptime. So it is on a cast of 6 that it goes off, which on a 8 it does. You do have one model in deny.
I'm going to try and deny with my winged Hive Tyrant.
Yeah.
Which
wow.
I do.
Okay, let's stop that. Nice. That's a good start. Cool. So I'm just going to double check what I'm going to shoot at. So we'll be back in a second. All right. So yeah, I've thought about shooting a little bit. So I'm going to put the Helldrake into the spore. Are they spore guns or? Devourers squads, just to try and clear some of them out. These guys advanced, so they can't shoot, but I have got a little bit of Daka just coming across into these guys. I'm going to put the Melter into the Hive Tyrant, just because I'm going to try and chip some wounds off him. And then I'll put the Dedrado all the way across into the Gaunt at the back. And that'll be pretty much all my shooting for this turn. So we'll start rolling. Cool. So yeah, we're going to start with the Bow Flamer from the Helldrake. So it's Assault D6, so I get 2, automatically hits, and it's Strength 6. Your toughness 3 or 4?
Toughness 3.
So it is Strength 6, so 2 to wound. 1 wound, -2, 2 damage, so yeah, we have 1 dead guy. That was pretty pitiful, to be honest.
Is it not blast?
No, this is automatically hits. Cool. So then we'll move on to the Chaos Marines. So it will be 10 shots. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hitting on 3s. Get rid of those 2s. And then wounding on 3s. But I do also get to reroll any fails because of the Chaos Lord. But nope, that's 6. No minus.
No saves.
Awesome. Then Hellbrute is Melter, Multi-Melter, and so it's heavy 2. Hitting on 3s.
-1 to hit.
-1 hit, so hitting on 4s. Which 1 hits. And then what toughness is your Hive Tyrant?
6.
6. So it'd be 3s because strength 8. So wounds is -4. Do you have an info?
Yeah, 4.
Awesome.
Which I do not make. And then still want to CP that?
I probably would.
Yeah, I think I'm going to
damage.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend a CP to attempt to reroll this.
Nice.
Save that. Try and keep him alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you needed that. And then onto the big gunboat. So I'm going to start with the missiles, which is 3 D3 shots. And that is 3, 6, 7. And this is hitting on 3+. Let's get rid of those. And then it is strength 6, so
2s again.
2s. So that's 4 at -1.
Cool, yeah, they're dead. 4 of these guys dead.
And then twin heavy bolters, so 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. That all hit. And then wounding on. Oh. Strength 5, so strength 5, so 3s. Only halfway through. So that's another 3 -1, yeah. Then I get on the autocannons, it's 8 shots. Get rid of that one. And this one is strength 7, so it will go down to 2s. Which all of those hits, that's 7 at -2 do damage piece, so yes, it's another 7 gone. Okay, so a bit of a recap. Bit of a lackluster shooting from the Iron Warriors. Only killing 1 Gaunt over here. Didn't wound the High Tyrant. Got rid of a couple of guys over here. Did a bit of pasting on this big blob over here. But yeah, so that's the end of the Iron Warriors' turn. And so we will come back in a second with the scores from the Iron Warriors and see how the Tyranids have moved out. So we'll see you in a second. Awesome. So we've had a bit of a cheeky bit of movement from the Tyranids. They are coming for me. I should have maybe just retreated a little bit than what I've done. So, Marley, what are your thoughts so far?
So I've moved this unit of Hormagaunts up, so I'm going to try and charge this unit of Chaos Warriors here and take, Chaos Marines and take this objective. Hopefully, we'll see if we make that charge. I believe it's an 8-inch, so that might be a bit spicy. I've moved up these Termagants as well, so we're going to try and get some Daka going over here. The showdown in the middle between the birds is going to go down, hopefully. I've moved up my Flyrant to try and attack the chicken, so we will see what wins, the Tyranid or the chicken.
Which came first, the Tyranid or the chicken?
I've used Metabolic Overdrive to move up this unit of Hormagaunts so I can raise the banners at the end of my turn here to try and get some more of those lovely victory points. And I've moved a unit of Termagants back into this ruins here to, again, raise the banner here as well on this objective. And my Swarmlord hasn't moved. He has just sat at the back plotting the Iron Warrior's demise.
Cool. So we're going to go into your Psychic phase. And what Psychic power are you thinking of starting with? So
I want to go with the most important one first that I think is the most important. So I'm going to use Catalyst on this Flyrant here.
Okay, is that coming from your Swarmlord?
Yeah, this is
okay, so I can't deny that because you're out of deny range.
So casting on a 6. It goes off.
Yep, so he has Catalyst.
Lovely. And then I'm
just going to move him slightly because I just saw him wobble and I don't want him falling.
And then I think we are going to go with Onslaught on this unit here.
Okay.
So again on a 6.
Nice.
And that does go off as well. Lovely. So I can move these guys again. I will do that at the end of the Psychic phase.
Yeah.
Then we're going to use Smite on your chicken.
Okay.
I'm going to try and get a Smite in. Cool. That does not go off.
Nope.
I'm going to leave that as it is.
You could CP it if you did want to.
I don't think CPing the one is going to be wise because you are in
you actually CP both dice now.
CP both?
Yeah, so you completely re-roll it.
It's been a while. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. So
yeah.
I'll pay that CP. It does go off.
Cool. I am going to try and deny it, of course, just because.
And you do.
I do with a 10.
Payback.
Of course, early stuff.
Karma.
Got a bit of a block there.
Absolutely. So I am going to try and use Psychic Scream as well.
Okay.
So let's see if we can get this off. does go off, are you able to deny?
No, I only get 1 deny.
Nope. So, suffers D3 mortal wounds. In addition, if the unit is a psycho, roll 2 dice. It's not a psycho, so it's just D3 wounds.
Awesome.
Go 2.
2, nice.
Very happy with that.
Yeah, it's actually a good little start, to be honest. That will favour you nicely. Cool. So, in terms of shooting, are you going to be doing any shooting? Are you on?
I am, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Shooting
Just the 1 unit.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll do, the 1 unit into the Chaos Marines.
Cool. So, in my shooting phase, I'm going to use Hive Commander. And I am going to move this unit of termagates here just around a little bit.
Fair enough. Alright, so Marley's going to start his shooting phase. So he's starting with the Devourers into the Chaos Space Marines.
So we have 27 shots coming from this unit here into those Chaos Warriors.
Jeez. So you are hitting on 4s.
This looks pretty good, actually.
That's not a bad roll, actually.
Missed any? Yep, there's a 2 there. Cool. And then we are wounding on 4s because I'm strength 4.
It's not bad at all.
That looks like a pretty good roll here. We've got 10 wounds at no AP.
Tasty. Oh, that's actually quite a tasty first volley. So there's no AP, so I am saving on 3s. That is 1 more. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the squad. That is the absolute. Damn.
Gotta love devil gaunts. Gotta love them.
Cool. Yes, that's the squad wipe. Any other shooting? Any like
I don't have
acid
any other guns.
packs or
I
something?
have no other guns.
Cool. So we'll be going into the charge phase in a second. So we'll just grab some dice and get stuff ready for the showdown of the century. Yeah. So we'll be back in just a second. Awesome. So we're in the charge phase. And what are you thinking of charging first, Marley?
So firstly, I'm going to charge with these termagates here. Yeah. Try and get them in range of the Hell Turkey.
Cool. So I am going to pay a CP. I am going to Overwatch.
Yeah.
Do you want to see if you get him first?
Yeah. So it's a 3-inch charge, and I make it.
Definitely in. Cool. So automatically hits, so I don't have to roll that. So it's just the number of shots, which is 5. Which is, to be honest, that's why you charge them first.
Yep.
And then hitting on, what's that? Oh, we've already hit, so it'd be 2s to wound, 3 go through.
So that's 3 dead.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we can. Yeah, they just all slot in. They got quite a good charge, to be honest.
Cool. And then next up, I'm going to charge my Flyrant, which shockingly makes it. We're in. And lastly, I'm going to charge these Chaos Marines with my Hormagates.
Cool.
5-inch charge, not ideal, as I wanted to wrap a bit better, but that will do. So
You can CP it, because it's...
I don't think it's worth it. I want to try and hold my CP. I need to keep this guy alive. So, we're going to go into the fight phase. So, my Hive Tyrant is going to fight the Hell Turkey first. We've got 5 attacks with monstrous scything talons. So, we're hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Nice. Only 1 reroll.
There we go. And I'm using Voracious Appetite for 1 CP, which allows a Tyranid character or monster to reroll wounds in the fight phase because I am only strength 6 versus toughness 7. So winning on 5s, rerolling. Nice, that's a really good roll.
It's actually pretty decent.
And we got 4 through. AP minus 3, flat 3 damage.
So it puts me on my 5-up invent. So that was 4 wounds. Which was save 2. 2 go through. How much damage was that, sorry?
Flat 3.
Flat 3, so that's 6 damage.
Cool. And then I also have a Prehensile Tail, which is hitting on 2s. Cool. And then it's Strength User, so it's 5s again, re-rolling.
You still get a reroll.
Saw the 6, but no luck. Cool. So that's the Hive Tyrant done.
Yeah.
Next up, the Hormigants. Would you like to interrupt?
No, because I don't think by some magical chance the other guys killed the Heldrake, even though I am on 8 wounds.
Cool. So I'm just going to use my pile-in. So they are 2 attacks each with strength 3. So they are not deadly at all, unfortunately. Cool, so we've got 28 attacks hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s.
Not too bad.
There are a lot of 2s in there. 1, 3, and then what's another 2 there? Cool. And then wounding you on 5s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at no AP.
Well, we said this last time, and all 5 of them died. What's that one? So 1 dies. Now we'll go over him, which isn't too bad. And you just got the Hormigants.
Sorry, the Termagants.
Termagants, yeah.
So we've got six attacks hitting on 4s or 5s with the Termagants. Yep, so hitting on 4s, and then we are wounding you on 6s. 2.
Okay.
Outstanding.
2 3 pluses.
Oh,
damn.
we didn't get any through.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been beautiful.
It's put me down on my lowest bracket. Cool, so attacks back, because you have actually bracketed me.
Yep.
So I get only 3 attacks on the charge. You charged me, so I get an extra 1 for Hateful Assault.
Cool.
I am going to pay 1 CP and use Demon Forge, which allows me to reroll hits and wounds.
Nice.
Because I kind of need it, to be honest. And because you have Fly, I get +1 to hit. So I do become a 3+.
Nice.
And it's re-rolling. So 4 attacks. Definitely need those re-rolls.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
better.
That's better. So 4 attacks. I am currently strength 7.
2 6s now, wasn't there? 2 6 depth of falls under.
Ah, that's just full.
It's a vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't scrap that.
Yeah, so 4 wounds. So I'm strength 7, your toughness.
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7, so 4s, re-rolling. Which, again, definitely need apparently.
Yeah, which these are the original rolls.
1 goes through. It is -1.
-1, so it'd be on my 4 up in bomb.
Yeah.
Which I fail.
You fail. Do you want to CP that?
What's the damage on that?
It's D3.
D3? No, so that won't bracket me even if you get 3, so I will let that get through. As I
Awesome.
also have Catalyst. So hopefully I can.
So, yeah, it's 1.
When you're going to make me eat my words. Cool, so I take 1.
Nah, that's fine then. Oh yeah, I'm down here.
Cool. I am going to spend 3 CP to fight again with this guy here.
Yeah, we'll do, it's just this combat to resolve, and then, you can pull that one off. Cool, so you charge me, so I get 2, 4, 6 for the normal guys, and then 3 for the sergeant, just because I have the chainsword.
Separate. AP -1.
Yeah, it's AP -1, so I'll do those separately. So we'll do the 6 attacks first. Hitting on 3s. Oh god, these guys really don't want to fight today, apparently. Your toughness 3.
Toughness 3, yeah.
So 3 to wound. 2 wounds, no minus.
No minus, cool. So maybe I can dodge this on a 6 up. I cannot, so I do lose 2.
And then the Sarge hitting on 3s. Apparently he doesn't want to fight today either. And wounding on 2s wouldn't wound. So That's the end of that one. So you were going to pay C3PO?
C3PO?
3 CP to fight again.
I am.
Which I don't blame you, to be honest.
So hopefully I can try and take down the chicken. So we've got 5 attacks again. And re-rolling on my 1. Cool, that goes through. So again, wounding on 5s. So I've got 2, and then still re-rolling, thanks to Voracious Appetite. So we've got 3 wounds.
Okay, so that's on my 5 up invuln. And I need to save minimum of like 2 of these.
Okay.
No, save 1, so that's another 6 damage. So that does kill him. Annoyingly, because he isn't oh no, he does have crash and burn. So on a 6, he will explode. Nope. So he doesn't explode, but that is the angry turkey been eaten.
And the Hive Tyrant reigns supreme until it gets shot off the board in a minute.
Or the Chaos Lord runs up and decides that he wants to have a go at it. Cool. So that's the end of the Tyranids turn. I know I said we were going to come back with scores. So we will just work out the scores and we will do it at the beginning of my turn. Turn 2. So we'll see you guys in just a second. Cool, so that's the end of Iron Warrior's movement phase. So scores on the doors. So yeah, we have totaled them up. And as it stands, the Iron Warriors have scored 0. We're going to go cry to our Primarch in a minute, because it's his fault. And the Tyranids are currently on 6. Woo. So it's actually a pretty good start. But this is probably the spice around, because unfortunately this guy's probably about to get clapped by an angry Hellbrute and the Deo that are both staring at him. I've kind of just left these Marines hung out to dry, because if the shooting doesn't kill him, I've also got a Thunder Hammer that can just punch him as well. In terms of, as well, Mauler Fiend has moved up, so he can actually make a charge on the stuff that's behind there. And my Sorcerer's gone a bit haywire and just run off by himself. So he's going to try and Warptime on himself, because that is the end of the moment, so I'm going to move into my Psychic phase. But Shadows the Warp's in effect. So it is normally a 6, and now becomes a 7.
Spooky.
Because there's some spooky magic going on. And an 11 just ignores that anyway. So I will move him in a second. So we'll come back with that movement and shooting in just a bit. Cool, so we're going to start with Hellbrute into the Hive Tyrant. So it's two mortal shots.
-1 to hit still.
Yep, so hitting on 4s. 1 hit. And then wounding you on 3s.
3s, yeah.
So, yeah, it goes through.
4 up in bomb. Does not save it.
Do you want to CP
I'm
it?
gonna
Because I do
CP
get 2
again.
dice this time.
Nope. Definitely not.
Cool. Unfortunately, we've had a little technical issue. The Tyranids have just eaten our main mic bit, so you will have us now being a bit louder just to project our voices. So damage, it wasn't saved, so it is D6 plus 2, which is 4.
Because I have Catalyst, I am saving this on a 5 up. And I save 1 damage. Ooh, not ideal, but we'll take every point we can.
Awesome. Then the Duodreo was going to... So I decided that I'm going to put the Heavy Bolters and the Autocannons into the Hive Tyrant. The missiles are going to go down into the Tunnel Guns at the bottom. Guns, yeah. Starting with these, I am hitting on 3s. 3s or 2s?
3s, then 4s.
Yeah, 3s, then 4s because of your cheeky little ability. So that is only 2 hits. And then strength 5, toughness 6.
Toughness 7.
7, so 5s.
Toughness 7.
1 wound, -1.
4 up. Doesn't save it.
So it's 2 wounds.
So 5 ups. Saves 1, so it takes an additional point of damage.
Cool. How many wounds do you have left?
He's taken 5, so he's down to 7.
Down to
So
7.
he is on his middle bracket, I believe.
Cool. Then the autocannons, the butcher cannon arrays. So there's 8 So hitting on 4s. Wow, that's pretty shocking.
It's not ideal.
Because demonstrate.
Yes, 5s.
Mine's one hit already.
No, it's standard. So actually, it would have been 4s because I'm cool. So then it's strength 7 or toughness 7.
Yeah.
So 4s. And so 1 damage is -2.
4 up again.
And 2 damage.
I can't make these 4-ups, but can we make 5-ups? We definitely cannot. This Hive Tyrant is willed to die at this point.
So he is getting low. Then the missiles going into the Thorgons. I do have blast, but you're not high enough to cause blast to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there is 6 guys.
Minimum 3.
Pardon?
Minimum 3.
Minimum 3. So it is a minimum 3 on the 3d3. So that's 3, 6, 9.
You can max shots. Max shots because it's
Yeah. So 9. Maximum amount of shots. Hitting on 3, so there's no minus. So. Again, that's absolutely shocking. And then the strength 6, toughness 3, so 2s. Maybe I should have played Demon Forge. 4 at -1.
Yeah, don't get a save.
Yeah, so that's just 4 dead. Try and make it a bit of a favourable attack for the Sorcerer, the Saucy Supreme. Cool, so that's the end of my shooting. So we'll come back in a second with my charges, because I just need to measure up a couple. Alright, so with charges, we're going to start with Chaos Lord. He'll be making pretty much like a 2-inch charge. Wow,
He makes it.
he is wanting that. Yeah, we'll move him in a second. And then Hellbrute into the Termagons. Well, he definitely makes it with 4.
Yep.
But then the big charge over here, we have measured it. In a straight line, it was 6 inches. But because I have to curve round, we said it was 7. So we're going to be going 7-inch charge, which he doesn't want to make. So I'm going to spend the CP, put me back down to 5. So we roll that into a 12. So he definitely wants that fight. Cool. So we'll be back after I've moved everything. So we'll see you in a second. Cool, so we're starting up with the Mauler Fiend. We have discussed it. If I went in with the Chaos Lord, the Swarm Lord probably beats the Mauler Fiend. So it's going to be whoever goes first is probably going to win that fight. So with the attacks, so I get 4 attacks base, +1 for Hateful Assault on the charge. So get to make 6 attacks with the Lasso Tendrils. And then the other attacks are going into fists. Because that's just horrific. So we're going to start with the Lasher Tendrils. So I am hitting you on a 4, but I am going to pay 1 CP for Demon Forge, so I reroll hits and wounds. So I'm hitting you on 4s. Do you have any minuses as Swarm Lord?
I don't, unfortunately.
Okay, so that's 6 attack hitting on 4s. Reroll. Now I've got 2. And that becomes 4. So they are strength user, so it's strength 7 against toughness 7.
Toughness 7, yeah.
So 4s to wound. So that is 3 that have gone through.
Demon Forge reroll.
Oh, Demon Forge reroll, yep. No, it's 4 that's gone through. So they are -2, 2 damage apiece.
So 3 up in Von. Makes 3 of them.
Nice.
And 1 goes through.
Yep, so he's taken 2 in. And now I get to throw all my fists at you. And reroll. So 4 fists. And these make him strength 12.
So 3s.
3s to wounds. Rerolling. So that's 4 at -3, but these are 3 damage apiece.
So 3 up in Vons again. I make them all.
Nice. So yeah, you survived that one. Damn.
Cool, now I'm going to spend 2 CP to interact with the Hive Tyrant.
Yep.
So that takes me down to 1 CP. So he has been bracketed, so he is on his middle bracket, which means that he loses a weapon skill. So he has 5 attacks. hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. I'm glad for those rerolling 1s. Do you have any minuses to hit at all?
No, nothing with the Chaos Lord.
Cool. And toughness?
4.
4, okay, so strength 6, so wounding on 3s.
Nice.
So 3 wounds at AP minus 3.
Cool, so
damage.
then that puts me up on my invuln. Do I have an invuln?
Yeah.
Yes. So 4 plus invuln, so sorry, it was 4.
3.
3. That's definitely cocked. So 1, ooh, do I CP that? Because you do a lot of damage.
Flat 3.
Flat 3, so it'll leave me with 2 wounds. I have got no, yeah, I'll CP that one. Yep, so that's 3. So he's left with 2.
And lastly, the prehensile tail. Hitting on a 3, it does not hit.
Cool. So he gets to make his attacks. So I'll go with the Chaos Lord. So he gets 4 attacks base, +1 for the charge. It is a Thunder Hammer, so it is -1 to hit, plus your minus.
That's only against ranged attacks.
Yes. And you can't actually -2 anymore. So
6s.
4s. So yeah, 2s.
Definitely falls in.
Cool, so they all hit. No, actually 2 doesn't. So 3 hits, 4 hits.
Yep.
He is strength 8, your toughness 7. 3 to the wound. And 2 don't go through. So that's 2 at -2.
Cool. So 4 up invulns. I don't make either of them.
So that's 6 damage. Yeah, I've got 1 CP.
I have got 1 CP. I kind of want to use that on Voracious Appetite, and I do still have Catalyst. So I think I'm going to be really risky and just try
Yeah?
and tank this. So I've got 5 wounds left, and that's 6 damage in total.
Yes.
So I need to make 2 5-ups here.
Nice.
I do it. I save 4 wounds. That really paid off. So I just take 2 damage. So I'm down to 3 wounds now.
Nice. Awesome. So yeah, Hellbrute attacks now. So he is going to be, he gets 5 attacks with Hateful Assault. So he is going to be hitting on 3s because there's no minus to his fist. And then wounding you on 2s because I'm straight 12 right now. Wow, still get a 1.
Cool. That's
That's 3 dead at -3, 3 damage. And then
Splat.
my Saucy Supreme over in the other corner gets 4 attacks. So he is hitting on 3s. That is shocking. This is not going well. So he's strength 7, so it's 2s. So he does wound. It is -1, and then D3 damage. So that doesn't mean anything.
So you do get to kill one.
Yeah, so I just slapped 1. So we are now drawing on that point, so no one is capping it.
Troops. Troops.
Oh yeah, troops obsec, yeah. Oh, just ignore me. The only other combat left is the one over here. So I didn't get charged this turn. To only get, sorry.
Marley gets attacked.
Oh yes, Marley gets his attacks back with the Swarm
So,
Lord.
yeah, going to attack with the Swarm Lord, and I am not going to use any stratagems. So, I have 6 attacks. Cool. Strength 8. We are hitting on 2s.
Yep, and then you'll be wounding on 3s because I'm only toughness 7.
Cool. So, yeah, wounding on 3s. Any 6s do become a mortal wound in addition to
Awesome.
any damage. So, that's really bad. I should have used Voracious. I would have been able to reroll those. So, 2...
One mortal, 2 normal.
Yeah, so 2 at AP -3.
Cool, so that puts me on my 5-up invuln because I'm a demon engine. So both go through.
Cool, so that's 6 damage plus the 1 mortal wound, so that's 7 damage in total.
7 damage, cool. So, yeah, well, he has 12 wounds, so he gets 5 at the moment, but he will be bracketed.
Yep.
Cool, and then we just get the attacks down here. So it is just 3 standard boys and 2 from the Sarge. I'll do the Sarge first, he's -1. So 3's to hit, 1 hit, 1 wound, -1, so that's just 1 dead guy. And then 3 attacks off the other guys. They don't want to fight.
They're terrified.
I'm just going to give up rolling today.
Cool. So I'm going to do my attacks back over here.
Yep.
So I get 2 attacks on 4s, 1 hit. Toughness 4. Cool. So 5s.
Yeah.
Get a wound.
3 up save.
You do make it.
Do make it. So that's fine. And then the 3 guys down here. Let's see.
So it's 3 attacks.
Yeah.
On 4s. All hit.
And then I'm toughness 7.
So 6s. No.
And then a ton of attacks down here.
Cool. So that's 22 attacks.
Nice.
Hitting on 4s. That's not ideal. I do get to reroll 1, so that's probably the only saving grace here, as most of these have missed. Cool, and then toughness 4, so wounding on 5s. Cool, that's 2 wounds, no AP.
Cool. Now watch me fail these. Yep, one's dead.
Cool, and then I am just going to consolidate these guys a little bit more.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Cool, so that's the end of the Iron Warriors' horrible turn.
It was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, could have capitalised a lot better if I rolled better, but you know, hey. Cool, so yeah, that's the end of my turn. So we will come back with movement phase for the Tyranids in just a second. Cool, so beginning of the Tyranids turn. So scores on the doors at the moment. It's currently 23 points to the Tyranids and 13 to the Iron Warriors. To be honest, my last turn probably really cost me a lot of points, but hey ho. Cool, so moving into your movement.
Yep.
What have you been up to there, Marley?
I've actually been running away a lot. So this last lone Hormigant has run from the Sorcerer. We've then fled from the Mauler Fiend that tapped us into combat with this unit of Termagants here. We want to try and get over to this objective. And these Termagants also don't like being in combat, so they've ran from the angry brute that's trying to punch them. Everything else has stayed in combat though.
Sweet. Cool. So your psychic phase, what were you thinking of there?
So we're going to go with a psychic scream over here.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll go with a smite. Smite over here.
Yep.
So we'll see if we can get this off. It doesn't go off.
Nope.
I'm not going to spend any CP. I am then just going to try and cast Psychic Scream. So we'll see if we can get this off. Really don't like this dice.
Chaos Lord's just a die.
No, I'm still not going to use any CP here. So we're still going to let that go. I am now going to try and cast Catalyst on myself.
Okay.
So the Swarmlord is going to try and cast Catalyst on itself. That doesn't go off. Woo. My Psychic not been so great this round. I am going to CP that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to keep the Swarmlord alive, so I'm going to CP this for a reroll. And that does go off. And
Cool. So I do get to deny, but you are out of like the old Psycho hood. So you roll, so I need an 8. Oh, which a 5 and a 1. Doesn't anyway. So you get a Catalyst.
Cool. And then I am also going to try and smite
The big guy.
the big guy. That goes off.
Yep.
So D3.
Yep.
For 2.
For 2. So he's taken, you took 3 last turn. 6
7.
last, so 7,
Plus 1.
8, 9, 10. So he's down to 2 wounds. Ooh. That is very bracketed. Cool. So, any shooting?
No.
Nope.
Shooting. I don't have guns.
So, into charges?
Yep. And there's
Anything charging?
no charges. So
No charges. So, straight into combat. Because I charged, I do get to go first. So, I am going to do the Mauler Fiend on his fancy 2 wounds. Yeah. So, he gets 2 attacks, so one of them will be allocated to Lash Tendrils. It does become 6. And I am going to use Demon Forge on him because I am hitting on Oh, no damage characteristics, so just his strength drops though. So I am now strength 4.
Okay.
So that's interesting. And then, yeah, 1 for the fist. So, yeah, so I'll do the 6 attacks first. So hitting on 4s, but re-rolling because I've spent the CP.
Wait for the best.
Oh, jeez. Even worse. 1.
Not 1.
Which is strength 4 against toughness 7.
Yep.
So 5s. Oh, at least he wants to wound you. So it is -2.
3 up in vol. Goes
Which
off.
saves. And then the mighty fist hits. And then it comes strength 8. So it's just
So winning on 3s.
wounding on 3s.
Wounds.
Which does wound is -3.
3 up in vol. That's saved
Loves it as
again.
well. Jeez.
Loved it.
Then next combat will be Hive Tyrant versus Chaos Lord, which the Chaos Lord will not be going first. It will be the Hive Tyrant. So you do get your fancy attacks with your remaining
Down
wounds.
to my 3rd bracket. So we are still on 5 attacks. However, we are hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. And okay, I still hit with 4 of them. And toughness 4 or 5?
4.
4, cool.
Yeah.
So we're winning on 3s. So 2 wounds at
3
AP
wounds.
-3.
So 4 up and done. 1 goes through. Do I want to CP it? I have only got 2 wounds left.
Will be 3 damage.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to CP that to try and keep him alive. Which, yeah.
Yep, kept him alive. Cool. Prehensile tail. Hits.
Cool.
Wounds on a 3. Wounds. No AP, but it is D3 damage.
Okay, so it's a standard 2-up save, which, yeah, he loves. Then he gets his attacks back. So he gets... I don't get the Hateful Assault, so it's just the 4 attacks, hitting you on 3s. 1 miss. And then wounding you on your toughness 7.
Yep.
So 3s. And I do get to reroll the 1. Oh no, he doesn't for himself. So that's 2.
Cool. So 2 4-ups.
Yeah, 2 4-ups.
1 goes through.
So it's 3 damage.
That's flat 3, so he is dead.
Awesome. And I get an assassinate!
He's dead.
Oh yeah, Death Frenzy.
It has... Explosion.
Explosion. So just get a double check for explosion, so we'll be back in just a sec.
So on...
Oh.
So just roll a dice on a 6?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay, doesn't
Cool.
matter.
So that's that done. Any other combat is just down here, which the yeah, and the attacks back up there. So which combat would you like to do first?
Cool, so I'd like to do the Swarmlord.
Yeah.
I have 6 attacks because I'm still on... I've only taken 2 wounds, so I've got 6 attacks. I am not going to use any CP to buff its wounds damage.
Okay.
Actually, no, I am. I'm going to use Voracious Appetite. I want to just kill this off.
Yeah, you've only got to get through 2
I
wounds.
just need to remove this now. So, there we go.
Nice. And I am toughness 7.
Cool. I am glad that I did that. There we go.
There we go.
So that's 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds.
Ah,
Yeah,
plus.
so I don't get to save that, so he is just dead. Does he explode?
Please no.
No. Complete opposite. He implodes. Cool, so that's that one, and it's just down here. I get to attack first, so it's just 2 attacks off the normal guys. Both hit, and then 1 wound. No minus, of course.
1 dead.
1 dead. And then 2 attacks off the Sarge. Both hit. Both wound. No, it's only 2. Oh, so yeah, I get an extra attack. Hits. And wounds. So that's 3 at -1.
At -1, so that's 3 more dead.
3 more dead. Awesome. I am thinning the ranks there
you
slowly
are.
but surely. And then you get all your attack backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys.
Cool. So that's 14 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Awesome.
We're rolling 1s, so there's 1 there. And then wounding on 5s. So that's 2.
2. Watch me heroically fail these. Nope.
Made him.
Finally, we are holding our ground. Cool. So that is the end of the Tyranids turn. And we're going to move into turn 3 for the Iron Warriors. So we'll see you in just a sec. Awesome. So that's the end of my turn 3. So I've done a bit of a jiggy around. Hellbrute has run up here. Because he's probably just going to unload the Melter and the Fist into those 3 guys. Where he is at the moment, he does actually deny a bit of Deep Strike over here. Just to give me that little bit of safety. Chaos Lord's jumped down. He's making a beeline for these guys. But even though the Chaos Warriors have fallen back, I know that's not very Iron Warrior-ish. The DJ has walked around the corner so you can see them as well. I'm going to try and hopefully get rid of this unit. The Chaos Cultists, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about them. They have just been chilling in a building and just doing their job. And the Sorcerer up here has stayed still, but I am going to go into my Psychic phase and try and smite the one Termagon by himself. So I'm going to go with the smite, which definitely goes off on a 9.
Do you want to try? 8 because of you are
8
within range of Shadow of Warp. And I do not deny it.
Nope. No. Yeah, he just mentally explodes.
Disintegrates.
Cool. So I'm just going to grab up some dice for my shooting and decide what I am going to unload and where. So we'll be back in just a sec. All right. So yeah, with today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the cannons and the heavy bolters into this squad here. Yes, it may be overkill, but my rolling tonight has been shocking, and I probably need it all because there'll probably still be one left there in my luck. And now I'm going to put the rockets over here into this squad because this squad's still fresh, so it's still a 10-man squad, so I do get blast, which will give me 9 shots. So I might thin them out a bit. Yeah, and I'm also going to spend 1 CP and put Demon Forge on, so I am re-rolling my hits and my wounds because I'm probably going to need it because of the way I've been rolling tonight. Cool, so hitting on 3s with the heavy bolters. See, already needed it. Already needed it. And that's much better. And then when you on 3s, again, needed it. Oh, okay, that's still 4 at -1.
4 of these guys done.
And then the 8 autocannon shots into the remaining 3 guys. And see, 100% needed that. And still missing. Then winning you on 2s. Yeah. Yeah, gun strength 7. Yeah, dead.
All my
And then the 9 rocket shots hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Which actually wasn't too bad a roll that time. And then wounding you on 3s. Re-rolling. Awesome. So that is minus. I believe it is actually pretty brutal. It is -1. Yes, that's 7 guys dead. Which is kind of what I needed, because then that does thin that herd. The Hellbrute is going to go into these, so it's just 2 melter shots, which both hit, and then wound on 2s. Both wound, so that's 2 guys definitely dead. And don't need a plasma pistol. There's no point using the bolt shot. Cool, so that's the end of my shooting. I'm just going to make 1 charge this turn, which is the Hellbrute into the 1 Hormagaunt, which 100% makes it.
Would you like to go this side?
Yeah. No, actually, just straight into him. Yeah, because I want to keep the denial a bit. Cool, so I'm going to use this Hellbrute Fist. I have charged, so I do get 5 attacks. Because, you know, overkill is the best type of kill. So What was that? All twos. Yeah, all twos probably, because I'm hitting on threes. Harry wasn't wrong then. So 3. Yeah, 2's to squish. Still roll a 1, so that's 2 squishes. Yeah, he's dead. Cool, so that's the end of Iron Warriors. I do cap this point because I am within 3. I'm also capping over here as well. And of course I've got 1 back here. So I am holding 3 now. Moving in to Tyranids Turn 3. So we'll see you guys in just a second.
So guys, I have been unleashed with the camera. So we have moved the termagants back into this objective because I want to try and keep my banners raised. Then the Swarmlord has advanced all the way around here to try and attack this Hellbrute, so it turns into a 3-inch charge. Then the Trigon has popped up behind these containers here, and he's got his eyes set on the lovely Dreadnought over there. So going on to the Psychic phase, I am going to try and cast Catalyst on this Trigon here with the Swarmlord. It does go off unless you would like to try and deny it.
I will try and deny that one because Catalyst is your feel no pain. Which, nope.
Nope. Okay, and then we are going to go with the important one, the Onslaught.
Hey.
So this has been cast on himself, and it definitely goes off.
Nice.
So that's important, so now he can still charge. So we're going to now go on to the shooting phase, which, although these are the only guys that can shoot, I am going to use the Hive Commander ability that I forgot last turn to move the Trigon 9 inches towards the Dreadnought. Cool. And we'll be back for the charge phase. Okay, so I forgot that I actually can shoot through this building into the Hellbrute, so I've got 9 shots hitting on 4s. That's a really good set of shots. And then toughness, 7, so it's going to be 5s because they are strength 4 with the Devourers. So that's 2.
Nice.
2 wounds.
2 3 hours. I save 1 and fail 1, which does actually. So I do actually, because it's the end of that phase, get to use Crazed for taking a wound. So, let's say wound or a mortal wound, roll a d6. On a roll of a 6, I immediately get to make a shooting attack. If it's shooting phase, if there's no one within 1 inch, I don't pile in a fight. Cool, so on a roll of 6, no.
Cool, so now we're going on to the charge phase. I am going to declare a charge here and here.
Cool. Which one are you charging first?
I'm going to charge this. There's Warlord first.
Okay.
Yeah, this Warlord.
So I'm not going to overwatch that one.
Okay. Definitely in. And I am going to position myself around here. For no reason whatsoever. Next up, I'm going to charge here.
Cool, so I am going to spend my last 2 CP for the time being, and so I am going to overwatch, and I'm going to use Demon Forge, which shooting or fight phase. No, so I can't use Demon Forge. So it's just 1 CP I'm using to try and knock some wounds off. So I'll start with the autocannons. Hitting on 6s. There is 2 6s. Ooh. Ooh. What toughness are you?
I believe I am toughness 6. So if you roll,
my butcher cannons is toughness strength 7, so it's 3s. So that's 1 wound at -2.
At -2, so I have a 3-up save with no invuln. So 5 up.
Cool. And then your catalyst is just 2 damage.
Cool. Cool. Takes 2.
Takes 2. And heavy bolters. 1 6. This is only strength 5, so it's 5s. Yeah, it does damage. -1.
Cool. So 4 up. Saves it.
Saves it.
Nice.
Awesome. And then 3 loads of missiles because I don't get the blast. So I get, wow, 6, 7, 8.
They've been stocked up.
Not 6. No 6s.
Okay.
So you're happily to run into me and clatter in.
Cool, I definitely make that charge.
And you probably want to hit around the back of me to stay away from my Chaos Lord. Yep.
Cool. So going into the fight phase.
Cool.
Swarmlord is going to attack here. So we've got six attacks. Hitting on 2s. All hit. Toughness 7.
Yep.
Toughness 7, so winning on 3s. I'll take that as a 2. So takes 2 mortal wounds.
Yep.
1 doesn't wound, and then that's 5 saves at -3.
Cool. So it's a 6 up. Sorry, was it 4 or 5?
5.
5. 6 up because I don't actually have a invert. I saved 1.
Of course, there's 3 damage each plus 2 mortal wounds.
So let's see if he explodes.
He doesn't know.
No, it does not explode. Damn. Awesome.
The Swarmlord's kill count is going up. He's doing well.
He is being an absolute
So,
beast.
the moment we've all been waiting for is, can the Trigon, that's done nothing all game because it's been sat in the subterranean tunnel, actually do anything this game? So because of Murderous Size, we have +1 strength and +1 damage characteristic and +1 AP to its massive scything talents.
Nice.
And so it's strength 8, and it's hitting on 3s with 6 attacks. 7 attacks because of the scything talents. Cool, so we are re-rolling 1s because of scything talents. And what toughness are you?
I am toughness 7.
Toughness 7, so we are going to use our CP for Voracious Appetite. This is a monster. So we get to re-roll these.
She definitely needed it.
Which are definitely needed. So we have 5 saves at -4.
Cool. So I do have a automatic shielding, which is just 5 up invent.
Nice.
I do get to take these all on my invent. Which I stop 3, 2 go through.
2 go through. So it's each one is D6, and each one gets +1 as well.
Cool. So we just take away the +1 because I subtract 1 from the damage.
Cool.
So that's
8.
Cool. So I'm still just about alive because I have 12 wounds.
Okay. So Prehensile Tail.
So I have 4 wounds left.
It hits.
Nice.
Sorry, it's not a Prehensile Tail. It is a pincer. We'll just double check. So it is... no, sorry, it's a Prehensile Pincer Tail. So it is a wound.
Yep. Any minus?
No minus.
No minus. So 3 up. He loves it.
Nice. Happy days.
He gets his 4 attacks back. So I am hitting you on. Yep, shock assault. Actually, I get hateful assault. So I get 5 attacks. I am hitting you because I have 4 wounds left. So I'm actually on my middle brackets. I'm hitting you on 4s. So I hit you twice, and then I am strength 6. Your
Toughness 6.
Okay, so 4s. So 2 wounds, no minus.
Cool. 3 ups. So fail both of them. Do have Catalyst. And yep, takes another 2 damage.
From the spinning top. Cool, so that is the end of Tyranids Turn.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool, so we're moving to Iron Warriors turn 4. Alright, so into my movement phase, I pretty much really quick one. The Drea's fallen back, meaning that this guy is now targetable by everything. Chaos Lord's running up because he's really angry that loads of his guys are now biomass. The Sorcerer is still within 3, so he's still capping, but he has moved closer, so he's in bolt pistol range and, of course, smite as well. So going into my psychic phase, I am going to smite straight away onto the Termagon. So, yep, goes off. Would you like to deny?
I'd like to attempt to. You are outside of
The shadow.
the shadow. So I do not deny.
Nope. So it's D3. For 1. No, it can't be rolled, so yeah, just 1 off. That's fine. Then moving into my shooting phase, I'm going to pay 1 CP for Demon Shell, because my Sorcerer does have a bolt pistol, so I can actually use it. I just have to try and hit a 3. Can't re-roll it. If I miss, he's going to blow up. So we'll see what happens. Hits. D3. For 3. So that's another 3 come off. And then, so that's 4, so you got 4 remaining. Let's try and take off as much as possible. And then I got the old plasma pistol. I only suffer 1 mortal wound. I got 4 wounds. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's overcharge. It's 2 damage. So, hitting on 2s. Hits. And then it becomes strength 8, your toughness 7.
Toughness 7.
So,
6, sorry.
6. So, 3s. Yeah, I've got 1 CP. Screw it. Let's change the dice as well. So, yeah, definitely go through. So, it is -3.
So I do get 6 up. Fails and
then 2 damage. So,
saves 1.
saves 1.
The 3 catalyst saves for Demon Shell.
Yeah, you actually get 3 catalyst saves as well. And so if you want to quickly roll them up.
Yeah.
Saves 1 more. Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
And then I'm just going to fire the 4 bolt shots from these guys. This doesn't move. Wow.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Well, at least 1 goes through. Might do a wound.
It does.
Does.
We save it with Catalyst? No.
Nope. So how many wounds has he got remaining, sir?
6.
6. Ooh. That's not too bad. Cool. I'm just going to go straight into my charges. So the Chaos Lord is 6 inches away. So... just. So he is in. Hurrah. Good. So I get 5 attacks. 5 attacks. I am hitting on 3s. And that's horrific. Oh yeah, reroll the 1s. So that's even better. Then I am strength 8. So 3s again. For 4. At -2, 3 damage apiece.
Cool, so it's a 5 up save, which I make 2.
Ooh.
And then
You got me
how much damage each?
3 each, so you got me 6.
Cool, and I may save 1, so I am alive on 1 wound.
Oh, okay, spicy. Now you get your attacks back.
Yep, I am heavily bracketed, so we will see what I can actually achieve with this. Cool, so looks like only my weapon skill gets reduced. So I still have 7 attacks. And I am hitting you on 5s, re-rolling 1s. So I get 3. Lovely. Toughness 4, so I am wounding you on 2s. Wow. That is impressive. Yeah, and I think at that point, based on the points of the game, I am going to concede.
Yeah, because next turn, you probably kill my Chaos Lord.
I can't move anywhere because the movement's reduced. So I'm only moving my Swarm Lord and my Termagant's alive. So I think my Swarm Lord is going to make a tactical retreat here and go and fight a battle elsewhere on the planet.
Yeah, the
This side has not gone so well.
Domino's biomass is now calling you. Cool. So we'll come back with a wrap up with points and everything in a second. So we'll see you guys in a second. Awesome. Well, that was one heck of a game.
It was.
It was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, which was nice. With Tyranids, we know they're a little bit lackluster at the moment. At the end of turn 4, it was 45-41 with the Iron Warriors in the lead, which is literally just how close it was. We did Math Hammer out turn 5 with like the Swarm Lord killing the Chaos Warriors. and because he would have just jumped across and been like, "Hi, they're dead."
Yeah.
End of turn 5, it would have gone up to 62 to 46 to the Iron Warriors. Which isn't too bad. It's not like some of the games you see where it's like 90 odd points.
Yeah, exactly. It was very close. It was a really memorable game.
I guess my phone.
But yeah, I kind of wish I'd killed that Lord in that combat phase. Those 3 1s was very upsetting. I think if I killed the Lord, I could have potentially scored some more points. Don't know if I would have won, but I would have done a lot better in points.
Yeah, you would have really changed the game because I'd had to have figured out what I wanted to do. I did have Tide of Traitors if I wanted to try and slingshot, but
it would have gone to a 10-5.
Yeah,
close.
It would have definitely been very close. But yeah, thank you for coming on, Marley. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Like I said, we will have a link down below with Marley's channel, and also we are very close to 1,000 subs. So hopefully we can get across that line, and thank you very much for everyone that has been subscribing. Remember to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the video, because it just helps everyone else find us as well. And so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys later.